Hey, it's Bill, and you're tuned in to 3 Questions and a Song, where the title explains the podcast. With me tonight is Scarlet. Do you go by your stage name, or
yeah?
Okay.
Stage, yeah, Scarlet. Yeah.
So she's gonna try her hand at 3 questions tonight, and as you guys know, it goes very quickly. Ask a question, answer a question, ask a question, and we just fly along. We are going to listen to. Is it Locked in the City? Is that
right? Yeah.
Which was released July 1st.
Yes.
Right. When I looked at it first, we switch our days and our months, and I was like, January. Oh no, that's July.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, I'm going to get right into the questions. And she only knows one of them, so bear with her. Now she's worried.
Yeah, now I'm worried.
Okay, so first question. I actually typed them out, which I hardly ever do. Okay. And then I clicked on a link and went somewhere else. I thought I had them pulled up. Hold on one second. What did I do with them? I do have them pulled up just in the other web browser. Okay, here we go.
Right, that's so good.
So, what is one fact about Scarlet that cannot be found anywhere on your social media?
Oh, okay. And I have to be really quick to answer it?
No, I can make it quick when we edit it.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that can't be found on social media because we are, we're sort of in the beginning stages. We're, I guess the only thing that I can think of is the reason that it's called Scarlet is because my actual name is Lois, but I was meant to be called Scarlet if it wasn't for the fact that my parents had a friend called Lois. And yeah, it's basically a band name, Scarlet. So I just
my dad tells everybody that he was going to name me Luigi, and my mother wouldn't let him.
Luigi.
Really? Yes.
That's amazing.
And I tried to name my son Guido, and my wife wouldn't have it either.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I mean, I love Scarlet. That's why I named the band Scarlet. And I thought it was like, it's my favorite color as well. So it's like, I find some sort of, alter ego in that.
Okay, you ready for the second one?
Okay, go.
What do you hope concertgoers will walk away with after attending one of your shows?
I hope that the audience will feel a sense of relief and release and purpose, and just to be excited. I mean, we're trying to achieve rock music that's exciting. And sorry, it's my dog.
That's okay. On my other podcast, when I first started it, we had a dog who was in house all the time. He used to turn the guitars on and off.
Yeah. We've got like 3. We've had 3 nights of fireworks night here in London, like just constantly fireworks night every night. So,
and yeah, dogs aren't real keen on that.
Pleased about that. What was I saying about concertgoers? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I just hope that people will come away feeling excited and ready to come back and see us again, and have a connection to what we're talking about lyrically and what we're playing. So.
All right, so we're at the point now where I'm going to get ready to play Locked in the City, but it's also where you get to tell us a little bit about the song. You could tell us what the lyrics mean, or what the recording process was, or something that happened on stage when you were playing it. Whatever story you'd like to fill us in on.
Yeah, sure. I mean, do you need me to answer the previous question or again, or because of the dog, or is okay?
Nah, I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Locked in the City, the writing process of that song, well, obviously, it was very directly inspired by lockdown. I was up in my house in the Highlands in Scotland. I'm from Scotland originally. Um, and I was feeling, I don't know, very, very isolated. And it was a way of channeling that sort of isolation. And I felt that sort of, even though I felt isolated, I felt like everybody else was feeling the same emotions and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, like the beginning part of that song, the verse lyrics and stuff, that was written before lockdown, and it was just an idea, and then it all just came flowing during lockdown, and it was really, it was really important to me to get that sort of message across, and the sort of feeling that, yeah, okay, we all feel lonely right now, but you're not alone, sort of feeling.
I know a lot of the musicians that I've talked to have talked about how they have been able to write more because of being locked down.
Yeah.
And even as what I do, the video portion of this didn't start until the lockdown, and I've actually been podcasting since 2004, so this was a new endeavor.
Wow.
But
oh God, the 16 years, I just had to think about that there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my show's always been raw. That's why I'm not worried about the dog being in there, because everyone who listens to it knows that happens. It's real life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're all at home right now as well, so it's like,
Well, I'm sitting in my living room. I just have a green screen behind me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Doug Carnahan from the band After the Fall over my which shoulder? That shoulder. This one.
No.
It's reversed on my screen. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, it's this shoulder.
That's the one. That's it.
That's difficult. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and play Locked in the City, and we'll come back, and Lords of the Trident actually have a question for Scarlet, and we're gonna let her ask her question of Christina Marie, and we'll talk a little bit about where you can find her music. So yeah. We'll be right back. Okay, those of you that are live, if you type on the video, we can actually interact with what you're saying. You won't actually get to hear the music right now, though, because we don't want Facebook to mute the video. So we're going to come back as if we heard the music. And what you'll want to do to hear the full interview with the music being played is go to buildthescene.com starting on the 15th, so a little over a week from today. And it'll appear at 6 a.m. Eastern time, which will be like 11 a.m. in London, if I'm doing the math correctly.
Yeah, it sounds right.
All right. So that was Locked in the City by Scarlet, who happens to be with me in the future, at least future time-wise for me. So...
I know what's going on. I'm not, don't worry, carry on.
That wasn't a smoke alarm or anything?
Yeah, it probably was, but it's fine. We're not on fire. It's fine.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let Fang from Lords of the Trident ask his question. And like I told you, I'll edit him in later. But his question is, what are you doing in this time of COVID, in the time of lockdown, to interact with your fans, to keep them abreast of all your new amazing material? And what do you think other bands should be doing that they're not currently doing during this time of lockdown?
Okay. Well, right now, it's like a really creative time. In London, we're in full-on lockdown again. But we are allowed to go to the studio. We are allowed to rehearse. We are allowed to, pretty much carry on as normal as far as writing is concerned. I'm releasing my EP in December. It might be January just by the sort of logistics of getting everything mixed and mastered by that time. We're both
this one has been doomed. He was in here when I started it live and walked in, and
it kind of makes it more like interesting. We've got to like be really on the ball to remember what we're talking about.
Sorry.
No,
if you want to start that answer over.
Yeah, so I'm releasing my EP in either December or January. Right now I'm just concentrating on writing and recording, rehearsing with my band, and really just trying to concentrate on the songs. It's quite difficult to find content to release to the public that is, that's worthwhile, that people will want to engage in. We don't really have a fan base. We've got a small fan base right now, that's built on, just like one release. So we're just trying to concentrate on the song quality. I think any advice I would give to any other musicians trying to release stuff and make a go at it right now is, just concentrate on the songwriting, and then all the rest of the stuff will, you'll learn how to do it all. You just need to concentrate on making the songs good, because if you don't have that, you don't have anything. So
I asked you to take a few moments and check out Christina Marie, who is the next episode's guest, so you could ask her a question. What did you come up with?
I did, yeah. So I had to listen to her stuff. Really, really cool. I really liked it. I'm going to have to check out more after this interview. I wanted to ask her what was her inspiration behind her most recent album.
Cool. So this is kind of like those chain letters where you have to send a letter out to people, and then they have to send it. And, that the idea behind the podcast itself is to get
it's like carrier pigeons here. It's like you got to send it somewhere.
Right. And the carrier pigeon will bring it back, and and that's when you get to listen to her answer to your question.
No worries. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously I'll hopefully be able to keep in touch and see what she says. There's such amazing music right now. I do think that whilst it's difficult times, it's also really brought out the best in artists as well, because we had to be really, really creative, more so in the way that we deliver our music, so and our art. So,
and some of that is due to the pandemic, but a lot of where we are in music today is because of the internet. It kind of killed the record labels. Yeah. This is a conversation we've been having recently. It's definitely like Gene Simmons. I don't know if you saw the article that he put out. He was interviewed, and he said that the days of the record label and rock are dead. And in his eyes, it would be, because, when he signed, they gave them millions of dollars and said, here, go do your thing. And that's not how it works anymore.
No, it's very, very DIY now. I mean, especially for rock bands, because it's also such a big production and a passion project as well. And then people that take it really seriously, okay, yeah, your goal is to get signed, but you might have already been established before you do get to that point.
Mm-hmm. The major labels are looking for people that have done it on their own and are already making money.
Yeah.
Whereas they were looking for someone that they could make, and then they make the money.
Yeah. They were looking for people to mold, and now they're not. They're looking for ready-made, finished article sort of artists and bands, and because it's too much investment for them, I guess. I don't know how the suits thing, to be honest.
Me either.
Yeah, I can imagine. We study at my university and stuff, so I get it.
That's right. You said you were going to school in London for music. Which school were you at?
So I'm at the Institute of Contemporary Music Performance, which is in London. It's actually an amazing school. Oh, what's this on my screen? Oh.
So that's Tim Doverspike. He is in the band Unbroken Soul from a couple miles from where I live. And we were sort of on the topic as he asked the question, and he wanted to know what took you to London. Was it specifically music, or did music come after?
Oh yeah, no, it was pretty much 100% music. Where I grew up, I was from a very small town, just outside Inverness, which is like the Scottish Highlands, and there is a good music scene there, but it's not where you would start out. And I moved to London when I was 16, and I'm a lot older than that now. Yeah, and I've been in bands and at college and now university and stuff since. So yeah, it was very, very music focused for me.
Cool. So where can my listeners find Scarlet online? And I learned you have to be careful on Facebook. If you just type Scarlet and click on the first one, not so good.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of weirdness with the different artists and stuff.
Yes. Make sure it's Scarlet Official Music before you click on it.
Scarlet Official. Yeah, I put that. Oh, yeah, you've got it on the Facebook link there underneath.
I do.
Yeah, it's Scarlet Official Music on all of it, all of them. So Instagram. You can find my personal page, which is basically where I post like sort of behind the scenes content and my own personal. Okay, there's a few selfies in there, so I apologize for that, guys. I'm still of that generation. I'm sorry. No, but like updates and stuff like that will be posted on Instagram mostly, and the Facebook page as well. And currently all there is on Spotify and iTunes is Locked in the City. But if you stay tuned and you follow us, our EP will be released in December, January sort of time. So you'll be able to listen to all of that if you follow us. So yeah.
When that's released, if you want to send some along, I can play it on my radio station too. So
yeah, that would be amazing. I'd love that.
So make sure you check out Scarlet at Scarlet Official Music on, as she mentioned, pretty much everywhere. But Facebook.com, Scarlet Official Music, Instagram.com/Scarlet Official Music is where she said to check for most updates. I want to thank you for coming on episode number 45, 3 questions and a song.
Thank you so much for having me.
And being that it's 5 hours ahead there, you're probably ready to wind down for the night, I would assume.
Yeah, I got the candles on and stuff. You can't really see it, but yeah, I've been ready.
Well, have a good night, and I will send you a link to the episode when it gets released, and you can share away. And for Tim, who snuck that question in, thanks for always hanging out when the shows are live and interjecting. And he just played a show last night, which hasn't been happening a lot in the US, but he played one.
What, a live show?
He did.
Whoa.
They were playing at a place called Subalpine, which is probably about 35 miles from here. For coincidentally, it was a 200th show anniversary for a streaming radio station show called Hot Licks with Lily Six, who has been on my other podcast. So she plays unsigned music and talks about music scene and signed music as well. But that's what they were up to last night. And it's actually a 3-day show. It started on Thursday. So there's some more music going on tonight. And
you have to send me a link. Cool.
I can do that.
I think we're very starved with live music right now. You've been seeing it on, like recent live music. So yeah, there's few and far between, but there are still some shows happening in the area. Usually they're happening at smaller venues or venues that are restaurants.
and they follow the guidelines that the restaurants have in place to pull it off. But it is happening, just not like we'd like it to.
Yeah, hopefully next year. We just got to stay hopeful and positive.
Hey, with that said, this has been episode number 45 of 3 Questions in the Song. Check us out each and every 1st and 15th of the month. As we mentioned, Christina Marie is the next guest on the 1st of December. On the 15th, we have Perceived, Days to Come on January 1st. Kami B on the 15th of January. Good Grief on February 1st. And Second Cities on March 1st. So if you're interested in February 15th or anything after March 1st, you can drop me an email at bill@buildthescene.com, and we'll check out your music and try and get you scheduled. We'll catch you next time.
Bye, Bill. Thank you.